Yeah, good day today. Just finished studio test #4. It's 20 past midnight the following day. I've done a bit of post-production on it. It's just rendering the file out so I can upload it to Dropbox, and Stuart will see it when he does the early shift tomorrow. Yeah, we had a really good day. We did a dry run of the playlist packages, and that all looked good. There was a few tweaks. We changed it, went through it again calmly, and it looked really good. We looked like good to go to air, and we had about 2 hours to kill. So we thought, well, we'll go down the list of problems and start seeing if we can fix a few. So yeah, stupidly, we made loads of changes, upgraded the hyperdecks, which was good because it's got them working now. Reconfigured a few things on the switch, supposedly to make things easier, but actually it made it more difficult when the show actually went live. More difficult for me, that is. I think somebody the size of Stuart's brain would have coped pretty well. Stuart was brilliant tonight. It really relaxed, came across really well on the camera. You'll see it later when I put it behind this. And yeah, then we went live, and a lot of the things that worked in dry run didn't work anymore. Some of the way we'd configured things made it more difficult for me to operate the big panel behind me with all the switches on. And I was trying to do too many things that I'd never done before during a live show. So yeah, we need to learn from that and make sure we do a dry run, test it all through, because it would have been obvious then. One of the things that happened was I lost the title when we kept resetting. The titles are usually held in memory on the panel. I can just bring them in just by pressing a key. When I pressed it, nothing happened. So when we reset, I was looking to say, well, where's the title gone? And I thought, it's not a problem. I will just cue the show. It gives you a 30-second countdown. Then we got a little 10-second clip. That's 40 seconds. Then I press a button, Stuart comes on, does a little chit chat, then he introduces Clive. I press another button and it plays a bit of music. We worked out as well how to play music without a video, but that meant reconfiguring the way the playlist actually works and the way the X keys work. Because the X key would always, normally when I cue and play a video, it would change the program preview to BT1, so that when I cut, plays the clip, plays the music, and that's what you see. But of course, if it's audio only, you don't want VT1 on preview because you don't want to cut to a blank screen. Black, we don't like black. So I thought, that's okay, I've got 40 seconds, I'll just move over to the laptop, which sits here, and just cue it up, and then it'll be there when Clive comes on, sits down, and I need to press the button. So yeah, we set the show off running. I turned to my right, thinking I'll just have to press a button to queue up the title, and this is where the laptop usually sits. But of course I'd forgotten we'd used it to config the hyperdecks, and then we gave it to Alex and Katerina so they could watch YouTube videos to keep them quiet whilst we were finishing off all the techie bits. So I was like, oh! And then it all got a bit, I missed a few cuts and things, but it didn't look too bad actually. It was actually pretty good, and with bit of time in post-production, it's a really good looking show now. So we're getting close, it's looking good. It's been a good day. I think we should all be proud of we should all be proud, because where we've come in a few short weeks is pretty amazing. And tonight's show was actually quite nice because there's sort of it's based on the premise of this is how Clive met Clive FM, the other Clive. Met Stuart, which is 40 odd years ago in our Seagas building in Croydon. I've got a sort of tenuous thing to Croydon because my son went to the Brit School, so which is in Croydon. But the more stronger link for me is that one of the sort of packages we've put together is a clip of the very building that they used to work in, which appears in a film called Made in Dagenham, and of course I'm made in Dagenham. So it's a really nice little show actually. It brings us all three of us together in a sort of nice connected way, and yeah, it was quite relaxed, it went pretty well. And we're going to do another one tomorrow. Studio test has 5, we're doing fashion. Andrea is coming in. I haven't started work on that yet, Stuart, so it's up past midnight. I've got to close down the studio gallery and pack up and go home. So yeah, I'll have a look at that tomorrow morning. So don't expect anything too flash for the show tomorrow night.